Here we go, here we go! Hut, hut. Here we go, shot! Ready! Ready! Go! Set! Ready, ready? Ready! Hut! Ready! Ready! Let's go! Get up! Set! Set, go! Set up! Hut, hut! Set! Ready! Ready! Ready, ready! Go! Down! Ready, ready? Let's go now! Hut! Come on, set! Ready? Ready, ready! Get up!
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Buccaneers, reigning league MVP. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Buccaneers and the Saints just ahead on EA Sports.
So here are the Bucs backed up to start their initial drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, He tapped his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
White's numbers from a week ago. 12 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
10 touchdowns on the season for him, and I don't know whether these goals are written down. I don't know whether they're discussed amongst the team, but I do know this. Every guy who touches the ball as a ball carrier thinks 10 touchdowns is a nice round goal to try and reach in a season.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now back to the ground game with White. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Trey Palmer,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Buccaneers offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 1.
He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because
blitz coming and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
2nd and 4.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
He completes it to Evans. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Palmer going to go in motion left.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Steps away to his left. And spins away.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Open man, it's Palmer.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start with one of the toughest rivalries of this or any other week. Pittsburgh playing host to Cincinnati in the AFC North. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. Former number 1 overall pick Joe Burrow with a touchdown pass. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Lamar Jackson has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And you can see there, it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Anthony Richardson. We saw a fine performance in that first half from the running back, Kendre Miller. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we transition into the second half of the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a consistent basis. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Here's a toss right side with White.
And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw.
There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Trey Palmer.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another time.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught by Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Buccaneers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Last time they had the football, he ran it in. His 8th rushing touchdown of the season. Been such a vital part of that rushing attack. 1st and 10 here.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Quick throw, finding Mike Evans.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll set up to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
They'll drop to throw.
And this one caught downfield by Evans.
And still fighting. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
On play action, they'll throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Buccaneers are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's building his case for MVP consideration with each passing week. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season.
They start the drive with White. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 5. A run up the middle with Irving.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They run out of the gun with Irving.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
On the handoff, this is Irving.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Bucky Irving with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Tampa Bay, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Saints, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.